new stadium rising just to the west of us. For now, we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Washington Commanders and the Buffalo Bills.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker set to get things started. And off we go from Orchard Park. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Go! Ready, ready?
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
On the jump. Cut 19. Cut 19. Let's go now.
Throwing now from the gun. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he's going to be taken down. That is catch number 60 for the season.
And this offense just continues to methodically move the ball down the field here on their opening drive, Mike. And I think defensively, they've got to figure something out. Otherwise, this has the looks for one of those long days in the office.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10. On first and 10, it's Cook. And he's into the end zone. What a start. James Cook. Touchdown, Bills. That touchdown, number 11 on the year.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Going to return this from the 10. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Okay, ready? Come on, come on. Hey, hey, Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Washington.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Hurt, hurt. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
handoff as they try to run it here. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. This one complete right side. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Bronco 80. Let's go now. 60.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And he's going to be marked down up at the 12-yard line. First grab for Metcalf. Good for the first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Not much there, maybe a yard.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Come on, come on.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll find his running back, Cook. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, Buffalo.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
First and 10. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Warrior 70. Viking in 2.
Back to the air one more time. He'll swing this one out to Cook. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back, and he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And he'll get about 5.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. Got his man at the 6. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Bravo, 80. Ready.
Hook. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Buffalo. The PAT up and good. And the Bills move out on top 14-0.
Commanders, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll take it at the 12. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
They're on 24-yard line.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Head. Cowboy 80.
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up the 5.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Come on, come on. Street, Bravo 80. Go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this.
On the set.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
To the air again is Daniels. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last two drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
That's going to be caught. And he's going to go into the end zone, but there is a flag down. And this is all going to be erased.
Ready? Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let's go now. 65 cat. Go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Metcalf left side. He's got it.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
Second down, they need 3.
18 Cardinals. Here we go. Shot.
Run out of the gun with Cook. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Gervon Dexter there on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on fourth down.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. Now, this looks like a design run, and he'll give himself up after picking up the first down.
I love this call on fourth down, Mike. Put the game in the hands of your quarterback. Don't overthink it. In this case, let him do it himself, and he picks up a big first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Buffalo.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
So, not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. Try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And the Commanders are going to take possession.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue. Because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
He's got his tight end, Orande Gadsden the second. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Get up! AC cards, go!
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready yet?
On play action, Daniels. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
Cavity Lions. Ready?
A handoff to Pacheco. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. Is one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
19 Lions. Ready?
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 2.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Okay, ready? 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 97 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. RPO. That one is complete. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
They get 22 yards there. Good for a Commanders first down.
Commanders first down.
Come on, come on.
Play action. Here's Daniels. Has caught. That's Lane. And he will get into the end zone. Jalen Lane. Touchdown, Washington.
Daniels pass. Complete to
A
I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me all that I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me and tell me you love me and tell me you love me and don't let me go. Tell me you love me and tell me you love me and tell me you love me and don't let me go.
Nobody, and I don't care about the rest. You're mine. Nobody, and all is taking all this time. You're mine.
Tell me you love me, but no one above me, even when it's ugly and money get low. Trust me, even when it's one thing right after the other, the nerve of these. Miss me, I know it's been 15 long days since I've been away. Tell me you waiting at home with the baby and tell her that daddy's so proud of the way. She teaching her mama and daddy to be more like kids and still handle the biz on the road. Cause I got a dream that I never could sing to say. Excited to see where it goes. I love the environment. I could provide you with just like a writing about you in these songs. You taking me higher, no need for a lighter. The spark of my fire inspired this poem. Come.
Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me and tell me you love me and tell me you love me and don't let me go.
Nobody, and I don't care about the rest. You're mine. Nobody, and all is taking all this time. You're mine.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that.
Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep.
I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that.
Ooh, my hallucination. I used to see.
Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wake up, did it change up? Is it light out? Yeah, did it find out? Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed with my arm on face. Face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around.
I check the
I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination. I used to see. It felt so real, but now I plead, just take the deal. I promised you a contract. I promised you a contract.
I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a bither. Not a civilian, I'm a citizen. Green around the world, looking militant. I fly. Don't be militant.
What?
I mean Michelin, traveling on dividends. Symbol is, I'm getting paid, talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name green, but I ain't crab, I be generous. LA to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim, flying straight from Manopon. Rolling out to Durban, Malva pudding with some prawns.
Well, no snow in the forecast, but the wind, boy, it's whipping off of Lake Erie and into Highmark Stadium, just south of Buffalo, New York. Today, we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Ready, break. Here we go. Start. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete. The Bills at 5-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
At the 42-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On first down, it's Fowler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game, because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Cowboy 80, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
To throw is Daniels. He's got his receiver, Lane. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 14, first down Commanders. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key third down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does its job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone, because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
So still 14 yards to go, second down.
Ready? Crack up.
Here's Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now Daniels going to keep it. He's going to fire one, corner the end zone. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Jalen Lane, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you can outrun what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying